Enemy closing in. 10 microns.
We are not sending out interceptors. We have taken them completely by surprise.
Closing in. 5 microns. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be starting the Cylon Raider from Battlestar Galactica. This is the Revel kit from the 30th anniversary edition. And it's a pretty basic kit. There's not a lot of parts to it, but I'm really looking forward to building this. I've always wanted to build this kit as a kid, and I'm happy that I finally have one. And we're going to have fun with this kit. And right now we're just going to hop right in and get this thing opened up and get the parts out. Okay, first we've got your basic Revel instruction sheet and decals. So I've already told you all about this kit in a previous video. So we're just going to go ahead and get the parts out and open up the bags. So there's one bag, two bags, some clear parts, and an empty box. Okay, so these are the clear parts. These are new to the 30th anniversary kit from what I understand. It's easier to light the kit. We'll leave those in the bag right now. We don't really need to open up the stand just yet, so we'll leave that in the bag. But this I'm wanting to open, so let's get the old knife out and cut this open. Alrighty, let's get these parts out. This is really a good size kit. I know the Mobius version of this that they released is a lot bigger. I mean, like the middle section is probably as big as this whole thing. And I'd still like to do one of those someday, but for right now, we've got this one, and this is what we're gonna do. I love the details in here. Nice recessed lines, some raised parts. Well, actually there's not recessed lines, they're raised, but that's okay. We can make do with that. Again, pretty decent detail for a kit that was originally molded in the 70s. All right, let's get the rest here. These are for the engine covers. Not a lot there, but a little bit detail that we can work with. These are the baffles and the engine thruster housings. I think these are new also to the reissued kit, the 30th anniversary. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, here we have the canopy for the over the where the pilots would sit, which they aren't. We've got the nose and some more filler parts. I think those are for the engines also. All right, here we have our laser cannons and a couple of detail panels that we can add. And we have the base. All right, looks good. Some decent detail in there. That's a lot to work with there. We can make do with that. It'll look really nice. So when it goes together, just do a little test fit here. See how it looks. Yeah, not too bad. Not too great, but not too bad. Little seam to work with there, nothing major. And yeah, this will go together pretty well, pretty easy, I think. So why don't you guys just hang on there a minute, and in imaginary real-time TV magic, I will get things going and we'll get started. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've assembled these first two bulkheads, and these go at the front of the ship, like so. Now, there's these holes in here. Now, from what I understand, in the original version of this kit, there were actually some rubber band powered rockets that you could launch from these tubes. The kit that I got of the Colonial Viper in the 80s when I was a kid had the parts for that also already in there, but they weren't, all the parts weren't there. The missiles weren't there. The little part for the rubber band, I think it was missing. So that leaves us with these holes that they haven't filled. So I'm gonna try to do something with those holes and make them look a little better than just holes. I may just seal them off. I may try to put little maybe rockets in there or something. I don't know. We will see. But anyways, installed the first two parts here. And I can already see it. This kit's going to need a little bit of help and modification. In the instructions, it's saying to put some superstructure parts in here, on here as well, right here, but you kind of can't line them up without having this together first. Also, it'll make it a little more difficult to paint in there. Also, the phaser or the laser cannons, they want you to mount those now, but it looks like I can mount those towards the end so I can get in here and do some detailing and make things look really cool, and then mount the cannons on later. Same with the engine units back here. So yeah, I'm just gonna have some fun with this, and you know, this is a very simple build. I mean, there's only like, I don't know, 10 steps in the instructions maybe, and as you can see, there's only a handful of parts. So the build on this is not going to be really, you know, anything challenging or anything. Anybody can do this pretty easy. Just take your time, test fit. It's going to go together fine. If I come across any issues along the way, I'll let you guys know. The fun part on this kit's going to be the detailing and the painting, making it look really cool. I want it to have like a weathered, I've been used look, I've been shot at a few times look, and that'll be kind of cool. I like doing sci-fi kits like this with lots of, you know, detail where you don't really have to conform to any one thing. You can just kind of let yourself go, which is what I like doing. Have fun. Maybe shade in some pieces here, maybe highlight some pieces here, you know, just gonna have fun with it and make it look cool. So I'm gonna continue working on this and we'll be back. can see here, we're making some progress. I've got the two halves of the hull glued together now, and yes, there will be a lot of sanding and filling to do. There is just not the greatest fit of these two going together, and I don't know if it's because just of the molds or it's because it's old and maybe it got a little warped. I'm not sure. This nose cone in here does not fit well at all. You can see all the little gaps. Well, little, they're big gaps. But you can see my cool little homemade whatever those are to fill in those holes. Also got these all sanded down nice and flush now, so those will go away once we prime. And it's coming along pretty good. Yeah, just a lot of sanding to do. But we're making progress, so let's keep working on it. Okay, so I have done a lot of sanding and grinding to get these pieces to fit together a little better and help some of the seams. Right here, I've got some super glue curing to try to fill in those gaps around here, and then we'll sand those down. And then once I'm done with the sanding and I've got all this kind of prepped and I'm happy with the seams, then we're going to send it over to paint. We're going to get it primed. I'm going to prime it all gray. That way I can do some pre-shading to bring out some highlights of the different aspects of the ship. And then after that we'll move on to final paint and then detailing. So this is going to be the end of part 1, and I think on this kit we may be able to get the whole thing done in 2 parts, so we'll see. So we're going to end it here for part 1, and we'll see you next time. Get out there, build something, and have fun. Thanks for watching.